What's going on, everybody? So, if you guys haven't heard about it, Darrell Revis got into an altercation with a fan yesterday and said some pretty harsh things that he's now claiming his account was hacked, and that's why those things were said. But I'm going to go through it for people that haven't heard about it yet, and I want you guys to tell me what you think. Deadspin actually pointed out earlier today that he engaged in a profane exchange with a fan on Instagram, and many predicted that Revis would claim that his account was hacked. Now, that's usually what most people of high stature do. Let's just be honest, with the way social media is, sometimes you just read the wrong thing at the wrong time and you just don't give a shit. Depending on what's going on, because like thinking about, if you look at it from Darrell Revis's point of view, I don't think it really matters as much what anybody has to say to him, but some things do hurt, because especially when you're dealing with the New York Patriots, which is, you know, for the things that they're attacked with, you know, Deflategate, Spygate, all kind of gates. They're a first-class organization. If you just think about the way that they're consistently where they are, and even when you prove that they've done something wrong, they still rise above it. Granted, they haven't been back to the Super Bowl for a very long time, and well, not to the Super Bowl, but won a Super Bowl in a very long time. And Darrell Revis, I believe, helped them secure it, you know, defensively. But I just want to give you a little bit of background of it. Some of those things, Darrell Revis is a prideful guy. You know what I'm saying? He's a very, very prideful guy. You can see that with the way he speaks and the way that he's confident in himself by holding out and things of that nature. So it's certain things that you could, with people that are prideful like that show those type of things, you can see that they would react to someone just trying to get on their nerves at probably it was an inopportune time. Probably he was, you know, whatever, doing whatever, probably in the middle of beating his meat, and he read it like, yo, what the F, yo, hold up, stop, put the lotion away, and probably figured out like, yo, let me say something. But a lot of people react to trolls and things like that depending on, you know, what they're doing. You know, when you get to certain points, you know, the best thing to do is just ignore it. But sometimes it's hard. Sometimes you gotta pick out that one guy or that one girl and just let her know about herself or himself. And I understand that, but to say that it was hacked, I don't know. We're gonna go through this really quickly. Let's look at some of the stuff that he has to say. I got a ring. I'm paid and worth more than you. Revis, or the hacker, said in response to the Patriots fans unhappy with his decision to join the Jets. I look better than you, and my dick is bigger than yours, so save all the bull for somebody who cares, cause I don't. You're a pimple on my ass. All typos were preserved. We counted at least 5. So they're just giving you a pretty summation of it. I got to see the actual transcript of Instagram of how it was going back and forth, but I don't really want to go through the whole thing. So we're just going to go about what Revis was saying in responses to what the person, or the hacker, allegedly a hacker said this stuff. Wait, did you physically go out there and play? Revis or the hacker said to another fan. Like, did you actually play one down? Laugh out loud. No. So your best is to shut the fuck up, be a spectator, and watch me do something you wish you could do. Okay. And then came the finale. On the question of whether the Pats helped Revis win a Super Bowl, they ain't win another one until I came, dickhead. So who got who a ring? Shit, I didn't have to go there. So basically I did Bill and Tom a favor, not the other way around. Cunt. Again, Revis claims his account was hacked. F it were, the hacker missed a golden opportunity to express a lot more creativity and to create a lot more havoc. Alright, so now that you guys have seen it, I'm gonna just tell you straight out, when I look at his face, I believe that he did it. And it's not because he's a person of color. Yo, I know most of you guys are gonna start laughing, the guys that know me, whatever like that. You know, me being a person of color as well. Listen, I'm just saying that based on the way that this reaction was, it seems pretty weird that a hacker would respond with the same type of intent that I believe that Revis would have. You know what I'm saying? Like, if like say for instance, say I hacked it, I would be saying a lot of crazy shit, but I wouldn't really be corresponding directly to football like here. Like, did you actually play one down? Like, I don't play in the NFL, so I wouldn't say this shit. I'd be talking about his mom's doing his wife in the mouth. You know, very derogatory, ridiculous things, because it's not really me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna be a football player. That's just my opinion. This guy this hacker is actually an NFL player or something. Even if it's not Revis, the motherfucker probably 5th string or something. Because you have to understand that hackers are not using the account to be who you are. They're doing it to be a dick. So if that's the case, how could you say your account was hacked? That's my problem. Like, at first when I heard the story, I was like, you know, maybe he could have got hacked. I don't believe that. I believe that he was upset. It got to him. Like, you know, it gets to some people. Some people just, you know, you go off, man. Like, people just do whatever the fuck they want. I've seen Stephen A. Smith go crazy on a fan, or whoever, or a guy that was just trolling them. Sometimes you just don't care because it's just too, like, God, people, the internet is so vast with assholes that sometimes you have to it's not that you have to react like me. I ignore, you know, people that say shit, whatever, like that. You know, you block them, and you just keep blocking them, and let them keep making new accounts and keep blocking them. But the best thing to do is just ignore them and let them talk, because if it doesn't really bother you, you shouldn't mind seeing it. And especially a guy like this, 5 years, $70 million after winning a Super Bowl, I don't see what he could be upset about. But at the same time, again, this is a very prideful guy that lives in the moment of understanding that he's considered the best cornerback in the league. So with that being said, maybe he does want more credit for the the Patriots winning a Super Bowl. And these type of things would affect him, especially since he gave up that touchdown in the end zone. And if it wasn't for that pass play called at the end of the Super Bowl, the Seahawks should have won that game. So technically speaking, throughout the season, he did help them get to that point. As far as the Super Bowl goes, he made some plays, but he gave up a touchdown, whatever. I think that still may bother him. As far as when people say that they didn't really need him and stuff like that and all other kind of stuff, I think that would definitely bother him and make him feel this way. So I want to know what you guys think. Do you think a hacker would waste their time and be a football player? Wouldn't they beat everything else and be more creative and use their imagination? You know, like SpongeBob, wouldn't you do something like that? And you're telling me that the hacker has to be a person of color because he's automatically assuming that his dick is bigger than the guy's. And the person that he's talking to, based on his avatar, it looks like a Caucasian male. And you know that whole myth where everybody thinks that, you know, people of color have the biggest dicks when, some Caucasian dudes be packing a fucking broomstick. So regardless, it's all about the genes. So I don't really care about that. But most people will still believe that. And his face looks like he might believe that. This face right here looks like it might believe this whole theory or this myth of, still to date, that people don't understand it's the genes that you have in you that determines the size of your penile. But whatever, that's neither here nor there. I want to know from you guys, do you think his account was hacked, or do you think he said these things? Me personally, I believe he said them. Until next time, it's always one love.